Right, here we are in Sonder County. I am very, very excited, everybody, to start this brand new city with you all. We are using a lot of mods, like Anarchy and some other things, but don't worry, because you could probably follow along with me as well. So, here we are. Big old tile. Nothing like a good start to City Skylines, too, am I right? So, we do have a nice two-way highway, nice 2 lanes, so it's good that it's not overbuilt. I typically like maps that don't have that, so it's really good that the State of Respect has given us this area to work with. But I do notice that if we look at a topography map by clicking down here, show contour lines, we turn this bad boy on, and we can see that there is a lot of flat land, which is perfect for us. It goes right down to the river, and it goes up into a small hill or mountain. It depends. I mean, how steep is this? Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a small mountain if I've ever seen one. So we are not going to do the 2-lane road. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the medium road, and instead I'd say that it would be smart for us to bring it out like here. And then what I'm thinking is, right, it'll be close to the highway, because what I don't want to do is just upgrade this road, right? Because first of all, this is a 4-lane, and that's a 2-lane, so it would freak out the traffic. And second of all, these people are probably going like 60, 70, 80 miles an hour down here, and they're gonna be flying down this highway. So I want an area where they can really slow down before they go into the main street, because that's where I'm expecting most of our commercial and, you know, just our general tourist areas, just places where people can live as well. So I don't want cars driving down there really fast. A good example of this is in my town, which we are kind of connected to a highway. However, we're really far away from it, and we have areas where cars can slow down before they reach the towns. So we have some small rural residential areas, and then it goes into the main commercial areas of Main Street, which even though it's not a 4-lane, it is a 2-lane, but it works the same way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of make this parallel as good as we can get it. So we're gonna turn off guidelines, snap to guidelines, and snap to sides of a building. We don't have any buildings, but hopefully that will change very soon. So let's get up in this. So we're gonna turn on contour lines just so I know where we're doing. And I'm thinking we're gonna create a 4-lane road that'll go here, and then it'll kind of shoot out like this. So we're gonna have one go this way and one go that way, and it'll sort of like make this little X area. And I think that would be pretty nice. Okay, the grid is a little bit broken, but I feel like that won't be an issue for us. I don't want it to become a huge issue. And then we're gonna actually bring this out to about 35 units. Maybe we'll make this area like a park or something. Anywhere where there's a broken grid, I don't want it to be messing us up. So, you know, I just want to make sure that it's good. And then, so this is going to be our main arterial. And what we're going to have is we're going to have 2 entrance and exit points. So we're going to have one right here, and we're going to have one right here. Now, we don't have highways unlocked yet, unfortunately. This becomes a part of our progression node, so we're going to wait a minute. We're going to hold off. And for now, what we're going to create is just a simple way for people to actually get onto our street and get onto the main arterial. And we're going to use just a simple 2-lane road, and it will connect right into here, just like that. I want to make sure that this is perfectly straight, so there should be a node. No, there isn't, unfortunately not. So that kind of messes us up a little bit, but that's okay. I think we're just going to bring it out. Instead, we're just going to use the curvature tool, just a simple curve. And then we're just going to, because I want residential to be here, so I want to make sure that this road is like this. And that's pretty good. I think that works. And then we're going to create, because again, I'm creating all these connections so there's not a bottleneck in our community. So this road will never have zoning on it. It'll be a place for people to slow down and get out. So I think that's a good idea. And then we're going to have another exit, which we're going to curve right into here. Actually, we're not even going to curve it. We're just going to make a straight road. We're just going to make a straight road that'll go across, and that is beautiful. And then next, we're going to create one more exit, and this is actually going to just be an exit. I don't want this to be anything more or less. It's just going to be an exit. So we're going to make this a one-way, and then I think that this will also just be an exit as well. Actually, no, because then we'll only have one entrance. So yeah, I think that this is a good start to our town. I am liking it. So we have our main arterial, which comes in from the highway. And then this is the next part, which is where our collector roads are going to be. I'm thinking we're gonna create a nice simple grid, something basic, something that'll work, and something that will hold true to itself. So what we're going to do is we're gonna start on this road right here. And the thing about a main arterial road is that they don't have a lot of connections. However, we don't have the 6-lane divided road, and that's my goal. But I think we're going to leave that for another video when we actually need it, because a 6-lane road is kind of overkill, especially for a small town like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this out, and we're going to bring it out to about, I'm thinking 14 units would be good. So a 14 by, let's say, yeah, okay. So for now, we're just going to bring it out by 14 units. And then we're going to go over here so that where there's 3, 6, 7, 8. So where there's 8 units, we're going to bring that out from here, 8 units. So 3, 6, 7, 8. And then this leaves us an 8 space gap, 14 units. Beautiful. Awesome, this is good. I think what we're gonna remove this because you can see how it sort of goes into the mountain, and I sort of want it to hug this, like this contour line right here. So that's exactly what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna make sure that, you know, it doesn't mess with it too much. So we're gonna just make sure that this is connected right here, and then we should be done with our grid. There we go. So this is perfect, and this looks really, really good. And now I'm just going to create a smaller area right here. I'm going to bring this out about 25 units, and then again 12, and then just bring it right there, because then that just gives us some leeway. So yeah, I think that this is pretty cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change these up into alleyways. Just a couple of these roads, just make sure that they are, you know, because again, we aren't zoning like huge amounts yet, and these will be our local roads, so I think that that would be a pretty good idea to make sure that we have them like this. All right, awesome. And then I think we're gonna leave this normal, and then I think we're gonna put a little roundabout right here, put a little tree. Boop. There we go. Awesome. And then we're gonna put another roundabout here. Anywhere where it sort of like breaks up, we're just gonna put a roundabout, because I think it just sort of connects them a little bit nicer, especially where, see, Prospect Lane and Pine Street, it's noticeably wider. So yeah, I think that that's pretty cool. I think that's good. And then we're gonna put a nice 2-lane here, which will go out towards our collector roads right here. And then make a nice exit area there. And I think that that's pretty good. I think that's about as far as I want to go as far as that. And then we're going to make a smaller alleyway that'll connect up into here. And yeah, I think that that's pretty good. I think we are done for now. And now we just got to get all of our services connected up before we zone, because I want to make sure that we have them available to us. So first we have water, which if we look at our groundwater, ooh, we do have a lot of groundwater. However, the thing is about the upkeep, $10,000 a month. I don't care about the price, I care about the upkeep. So always keep that in mind, especially after Economy 2.0. You want to make sure that your upkeep isn't too high, but don't mind about the cost. So I think what we're going to go for is a small water tower, because I just think that that'll just work a little nicer for us right here. So we're going to put it in an area that's near the highway, so it looks a little welcoming, because I see a lot of cars going this way, so I imagine that we're probably going to have a lot of people moving in from here. So this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put the water tower right here, and then we have to connect up the sewage outlet right here. You know, normal Skylines gameplay right here. Yeah, just a nice straight line. and then the transformer station, which I think we're just gonna put it off to the side right here, which, actually, no, because I don't want to, I don't know, I don't really want to interfere with this. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this out. We're just gonna bring this road out, and then we're gonna connect up our transformer station like this. I think that that looks a little better. Yeah, that definitely looks much better, much better. So now we gotta zone some houses. We gotta get some stuff done. So we're gonna make ourselves some light commercial, which we're gonna put along here. I'm gonna save this area for row homes. I think we're gonna reserve this space for some, what is it, some industry. I think that would be pretty cool, have a small harbor around here. What is this? Feeling hungry? Have a meal at our new restaurant, 19 Pine Street. Under construction. Well, I can't really have a meal here yet, bud. You're just a construction crane. So that's something that I never really understood about this game, is the construction cranes being on low density areas. It's always just funny to me, you know. So it does look like we have a good amount of demand for industry as well. So we're just gonna wait until our buildings are built up until this is about halfway, and then we're gonna start constructing a smaller industrial area. Here we are. So it's about more than halfway. I kind of lost track of time. And what we are gonna do is, because I don't really want them to like just have to cut through the highway, because that is very unsafe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right to here, and we're gonna make an intersection there. And how much will it allow me to go up? It'll allow me to go up about 22 feet, and I want to make sure that this is no more than 8% of an incline. So we're gonna make sure that this is very small, and then we're gonna bring this out about as much as the original one was, just about 7.3. I think that'll work for us. And then we're gonna bring this out 30 units right here, and then we're gonna add in a small industrial area here. So I think that that would be a pretty nice idea. This is going to go into a second area of a 4-lane road, which we're gonna put 40 units. 55 units, actually. And then we're gonna create a small grid. We're gonna do 14 by 14. I think that that just works a little bit better, just because, see, I typically don't really like to zone industry. I always thought that it was clunky, it was awkward, and it just looks, you know, it's dirty. It's dirty. It's a dirty area. This is a dirty area, but not in this town. We're gonna make sure that it's not super dirty. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that it's nice and that it works, and that it looks pretty and functional, you know? So I think this is a pretty good place to start. And the thing is, we're unfortunately gonna pollute this groundwater, which, I mean, we don't really have another area to put it, so, you know, there isn't really another thing that we can do. I mean, technically we could remove the groundwater, but I don't see if that would be really fair. Then again, I mean, you know what? We'll consider it. Leave down a comment below if we should change it or if we shouldn't change it. And if we should, then you know, then we will. Now it looks like we're almost at founding, which is awesome. We're gonna make another grid here, and we're gonna create another collector road right here. And we're just gonna zone this out. Again, making sure that it is 12. Making sure it is 12 by 14. Then we're gonna zone some houses right here. I think that's really nice. I think that's really good. I think that this is slowly becoming a decently successful city. And I'm liking it. I'm loving it. We're gonna zone up some more industrial right here as well. and just making sure that we reach the founding area so we can get our nice row homes. Look at that. So we've unlocked Tiny Village. We are awarded 3 tiles, 1 development point, and $25,000, which is perfect for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and zone up some row homes. And in order to kind of make this nice, I'm going to make sure that they zone like this. And we're going to make every other one European style. And I want to make sure that these are all the same length. I accidentally deleted that one. Whoopsie. And then, honestly, I kind of want to zone some more housing on here. And we did forget to make these local roads, unfortunately. So we just have to make sure that we do zone this out and make it look good. And now I'm going to fill out this area with just some more local roads here. I'm actually going to leave a space there. I kind of like that. I like the idea of a space being right there. And were these European? These were not European style homes, but that's fine. That's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. And then we're just going to put some European style housing right here and here. Again, this is a downtown, so I want it to be very diverse and very nice and good. So I'm just going to make sure that it's like that. And I think that I did promise to have this filled out with commercial, but it doesn't seem like... Oh, right, we need to have a couple of these. So we do have taxation, which is something that I want. So we're going to raise the taxes just a little bit, just to 12. And I know it's going to be a bit more controversial than not, but I want to make sure that we're just being smart with our money, because again, we do have only a monthly balance of $4,000, and we need to make sure that that's that won't be an issue for us. I want to make sure, again, these have to be the same length. I know I'm very picky, but it just needs to be, okay? I need to make sure that it's good, and that it looks nice, you know? You don't want a city that looks bad. I hope so. Now, it didn't seem like our tax increase actually affected us that much. Like, affected the demand for housing, which is definitely very good. And I think that we're going to wait until we get to about 1,000 population, because I want to make sure that we are making a good amount of money, and we sure are. The second that these row homes had people moving in, that's when we started making all of our money, which is fantastic. I think we're going to put some more row homes along here. We're going to have this be a mix, so every 5 units we're going to switch the style just to make them look good. I think that's good. Probably won't be enough, will it? It will not be. So we're gonna do it again along here. And then we're just gonna give it some leeway because I am American, so we're gonna put more North American buildings, of course. Hey, no offense though to people who live in European areas, though. Your houses are very, very beautiful, let me just say. I have no disrespect or no anger towards anybody who has, a European type of life. You know, I love everybody. And I think you should too. Never hate anybody. We do have a couple of these little nicks here, and I want to try and fill these out. Okay, so it does look like it filled out, so that's good. Now, considering that this is a downtown, I am making these houses dense and then these houses less dense because of the fact that, it'll make our lives a lot easier, Now, it does look like we're making about $58,000. We're gonna wait till $100,000 are being made a month before we go and zone out anything medical. Actually, the upkeep's about $24,000. I think that's the max it can be. The least it can be is $10,000. So either way, we wouldn't be in the red if we did build this. So I think it would be good to build this along the main street. Now, I don't want to overlap these, but I think it'll be okay. I think we're gonna do it. Eminent domain. Beautiful. Now we have a nice medical clinic, and hopefully our first ambulances should be used to treat these 2 patients right here. And then the hearse, I think we're gonna wait on the hearse. There we go. And we're going to call this the Oxbow Medical Center. I think I spelled center wrong. Yes. And I honestly, I'm thinking maybe changing the color to just pure white. Let's see, what does that look like? I think that that looks really nice. This is using the recolor mod, and I think that that looks really good. So here we are. I think that this looks like an excellent start to our town. Our happiness is increasing. We do have a little bit of high taxes, but I think that that's okay, given the fact that, you know, it's just kind of how small towns work. It doesn't look like it's actually polluting the water too much, so that's good. That's a good thing to know. Now, an issue with this is it's backing up a little. I think it's just because of the fact that this is the only way to actually get into the industrial area. So we're going to make another connection into here with the same exact method of creation. Making sure it is 22.5. Like that, and then it'll go down to 0, just like that. That's good. Now we do have 2 connections, meaning that the traffic will be about half, which is good. Definitely very good. Now, I kind of like the idea of putting some homes here, but I think we're going to hold off for a second. We're going to move over to here because we do have some more flat area. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, dear. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. What we're going to do instead is we're going to make a nice little pathway. I think that would be cool. So we're going to make a nice pathway right here, and then this is where we're going to have some row homes. We're going to make some along here. This is going to be primarily... Oh, no, I have zoned it the wrong way. No, don't do that. Zone it correctly. Zone your buildings correctly, please. There we go. I always like to make sure that they're straight, okay? That's like my little thing. And it looks like we have unlocked Milestone 2, which awards us with 2 development points, 4 tiles, and $50,000, which is excellent, and I really like that. So I think that this is a beautiful place to leave off. We have unlocked the education part, which I hope that they change this so that we get so that we have to unlock the urban schools. I'm sure they're going to do that in another patch. But for now, anyways, in terms of the township of Oxbow, we are good to go. We have reached our very first 1,000 people living here. We have a small medical clinic, the Oxbow Medical Center, a small industrial area, and it seems like people are decently happy. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and despite the fact that there's a lot of things you could have done today, you've decided to watch me play City Skylines 2, and I really, really appreciate that. So, thank you all for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below for 2 things for the sake of engagement, and also what I should do with the town of Oxbow. After all, this is kind of a community project, so I'd love to hear some of your feedback and what else I could improve upon. So, we're going to leave this here, and I hope to see you all guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.